If you want to connect Telnyx with Vapi because Twilio's latency is simply too long, I'll show you exactly how in this video step by step. But first, if you're new to this channel, my name is Tim. I've been running Eximus.io, a voice AI agency, for about the past 2 years, building conversational AI solutions that real businesses pay multiple 5 figures for. And by the end of this video, you will have a working Telnyx number connected to your Vapi account. And the plan is to just simply first understand why we choose Telnyx over Twilio. Then we buy the number, then we connect it to, as I've said, your Vapi account. And at the end, we will do a live test call and let's go. So why would we choose Telnyx over Twilio? I made a video a few days ago going over that. So if you want to check out the detailed comparison, click on the video, which is on the screen right now. But I'm gonna go really quick and talk about it. And reason number one is that Telnyx has a lower latency than Twilio. They advertise with sub 200 milliseconds round trip time, which is insane. And that's thanks to their private network. And that's just simply something that Twilio doesn't have. And obviously the latency is one of the most important things for the natural sound of our voice AI agents. And we want to have that as low as possible. And so this is one of the best things you can optimize for. And with Telnyx, we're doing exactly that. Second, Telnyx is way cheaper than Twilio. As you can see on this page, in most cases, Telnyx is about half the price of Twilio or even less, which doesn't seem, I mean, the numbers here are not too big. This is 0.7 cents, but on a large scale, this does make a difference, and Telnyx just has the edge there. And something that personally annoys me with Twilio is that support on Twilio is behind a paywall, and it's a quite hefty one. And I had some issues with Twilio before where I would like to have some support, and with Telnyx, every customer gets free support 24/7. 365. And the reason why we even need that phone number is also pretty obvious in my opinion. We want our agents to talk to our customers through the public phone network, and that's why we needed to be connected to a phone number. And here in Vapi, we have different options. We can, if we're based in the US, we can get up to 10 free phone numbers per account here. But again, this is just for people in the US. I'm personally not based in the US, so I can't use that. We could import a number from Twilio, but that's exactly what we want to avoid. We could use Vonage, and we can use Telnyx, so that's what we're gonna do next. And to do that, you're just gonna go back to their homepage and you will sign up. Make yourself an account. I already have one, so I'm gonna log in. And if you're logged in, this is what you will see. We currently still have a trial account, and to buy a phone number, we will have to upgrade that, and I will show you why. First, we will go to real-time communications, then numbers, and then buy a number. As you can see, your account is a trial and only able to search and purchase local numbers in Germany. What we can do is we can just upgrade the account, fill out the information, and that's exactly what I'm gonna do right now and what you should also do right now. And yeah, that's what I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna get back to you when I'm done. All right, so I just went through the verification process. As you can see, my account is now paid. Technically, I could still upgrade. Let's see the different account levels. There's still the verified account level. I think this is like an enterprise account in that direction. But that's not important for now. What is important is that we now can buy phone numbers. But before we buy phone numbers, we need to think about compliance. We get there by going to real-time communications, numbers, and compliance. Different countries have different requirements in order for us to be able to purchase a number. And you can go ahead and search for your country here. Since I'm in Germany, I'm going to click on Germany, and I can see all the local requirements in the table in front of me. And since I want to buy a number, I need to basically upload my documentation that they can verify my business address and all that kind of stuff. And you would do that in the documentations tab on the right here. Since I already uploaded my documents here, and I don't want to show you what the documents contain. I won't click here, but just go to the Documents tab, upload your documentation if even applicable, and if you did that, then just go to By Numbers and again search for your country. I'm gonna search for Germany, search numbers. Now here are all the numbers which I could technically buy. So you would normally just add it to cart, but since again I'm in Germany, the local legislation here is a bit different. I can only purchase numbers that are in the locality where my business is registered. So my business is registered in Munich, so I would have the location here to be Munich. So in order to get to a number that I technically could buy, I either can search by city or region and type it in here, or I can put in the area code, which I will do, and this is 89 for Munich numbers. I'm gonna search numbers, and here I then can select a number and go ahead and add it to the cart. So what I did is I just searched for a number that I like, that look cool, and I'm gonna head and select it. This is this number here, and add it to the cart. In the cart now, you can see your phone number, which will cost $1 upfront and $1 monthly. And you can also see this little box up here. You will be required to submit documentation within 2 days of purchase. This again is the compliance reason, but I mean, either since we have 2 days and because documentation is already uploaded, we don't have to worry about that. We will just hit place order. You will then be redirected to this side where you can see your number orders and the status pending. If you have compliance documents to submit, you will just have to hit this arrow here with view details, and then you can see which requirement documents you have to submit. Apparently, if you upload them on the compliance tab on the right, here doesn't work. You have to add them again. Yeah, but let's just do that, and I'll catch you when I'm done. Okay, so it's a few days later. I now have the number successfully in my account, and as you can see, this is how it looks like if you have, requirements to fulfill, if they are all approved. I had some back and forth with the Telnyx support because for my locality, in my very specific situation, that's always a bit difficult. But their support was really helpful, and that's why I got this sorted. So if all of your, requirements are approved, then you will actually have the number in your account, and we can see this under manage numbers, and there I can see this number and I can see the status is active. Now to get this number into Vapi, it's actually quite simple, and we will have to go to our account and API keys, and there we will create an API key which we will then input into the Vapi phone number dashboard, including the phone number, and then we will already have it imported. So let's create the API key. We can also create tags. Let's, for example, put in Vapi YouTube test. We can add this as a tag, and we can either set no expiration date, or we can actually set an expiration date. We don't want this for the phone number, so we will hit create, and then we will copy this API key and store it somewhere safe because you will not be able to see it again. Copy to clipboard and close, and then let's head over to Vapi into the phone numbers page and hit create phone number. Here obviously we will select import Telnyx. We will input the phone number and then the API key. This is the phone number inputted. I will not paste in the API key right now. I will do that off screen because otherwise you will see it. Just paste the API key here and then give the phone number a label. We can do this actually now. We can say Telnyx test, and then input the phone number, API key, and hit import from Telnyx. Perfect. As you can see, it worked. We have the phone number here. It doesn't appear in the sidebar just yet, so maybe let's just refresh the page. That's perfect. Now we do have the phone number in the sidebar too, and I'd suggest let's make a live call. I will select an inbound assistant, just Lisa, whatever she's up to. I honestly have no idea. Save, and then we will get out the phone and I will quickly type in the phone number. Okay, so we have 089-4750-2341. And let's go.
Hello, this is Lisa from Titan Remodeling. How can I help you?
Hi, Lisa. What is your job? What are you doing?
Hi there, this is Lisa from Titan Remodeling. I just want to make sure I have everything right. Are you a homeowner and are you calling about a project within the Austin area?
No, I'm not. I just wanted to test out the phone number. Okay, and that's it. As we can see, Lisa from Titan Remodeling responded. The phone number works perfect, and that's how you connect Vapi to Telnyx. Now, if you're thinking about integrating voice AI into your business to generate more leads and at the end of the day make more revenue, definitely click the first link in the description down below. You can, schedule a free call with myself and we can probe out what AI infrastructure makes sense for you and then actually go ahead and build it in no time, and you don't have to deal with any complexity. And if this video was helpful, please consider liking and subscribing to this channel. I'll be sharing more tutorials and voice AI infrastructure deep dives in the future. You definitely can't miss. And let me know your thoughts on Telnyx for Vapi and voice AI in the comments down below. Cheers.